Right, let's move on to our red background. Ooh. So we're going to have light behind Emma anyway, and then we're going to have an intense hard light onto her. Again, remember what we were doing before. We want it nice and high. I'll pop the modeling bulb on full. Why have I done that? Well, if I wanted to, and let's say I had a flash here that was so powerful that I couldn't get it down to the working aperture of, let's say, f4 we want, or whatever it be. That is so strong, even in this bright environment here, I could actually just opt for the tungsten light, couldn't I, to actually create my light in controlling things, really. Let's meter that first. So I want group 1, seeing what that's coming onto Emma, so we know that's F9 anyway. Group 4, which is our background. Now, when you measure a background, I'm going to actually turn the dome in. I'm going to put it behind the light source, and I'm going to take its reflective reading. Now, if you have a better meter than this, or you've got the adapter that allows you to actually have the focus point with it, that's what we would do. Actually point it towards it and then basically take a metering from the red background itself. Oh, nice. Like that. Okay. I didn't talk about prime lenses, but I'm using the 50mm because I was shooting the 3/4 length. If I was shooting the close-up image, I'd obviously want to be on an 85. As a rule, even for me here, I should have been on the 85mm lens when I was doing the first lot of photographs, okay? Because it's pointless to change the lens. We want to avoid, like the plague, using one of these. Now, this is, I feel, the best of the medium zooms anyway, the 24 to 105, but I want to use it at the 24 or the 105 and nothing between unless I'm on the edge of a cliff, because I've got the wide angle element for more of a reportage editorial feel, and I've got the 105 then, which is the portrait feel. Right, let's turn this into, back to color mode on camera. So we've got F9, let's do the shot first. Ooh, look at you go. We should do that with Jay later on, we'll strip him off. The fans, yeah. Can you take the fan up higher in the back for me? Oh, you've done that before, haven't you? Why have I got my hand here? I've got no idea. Okay, it would help on the lens. Okay, that's lovely. Straight at me, please, Emma. Relax. Let's have a look. Oh, loving that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah? So you can see that we're using two lights. Now, if all I had was 2 lights and a minimum budget, remember 1986, I opened the studio up with 2 lights, a white wall, and a black background. My mistake is I bought the black background. Should have brought a grey background, yeah? And then controlled the light spillage. You don't know that when you're first getting going. So that's the first tip, is don't buy a black background. Just control the light unless you're in a very small space to create it. So I think we've got a really nice image in that. Let's actually do take it up a little bit higher for me, Em, please. The one at the back, and lower the one at the front. That's gorgeous. A little cheekier, turn the head a little around towards, that's gorgeous there. Do you do cheeky expression as well, or do you not have it? Well, I'm wobbling my butt. I've got no idea. Okay, that's lovely there. And again, for me, lower the chin more for me, done it. That's lovely. Okay, so we've got a few nice little photographs in there. I still, though, believe I owe her a closer-up image as well. So let's say I've got a couple of burlesque dancers coming in, and they're kind of launching their kind of career. You actually run a company of burlesque dancers now, don't you? Yeah, so if you need burlesque dancers, have a chat with Emma. The hotspot, it's not on there. It's not on here. Yeah. Yep. Dulling powder. So it's like powder them down. Yeah. If you're using a very hard light source like this, or if you find it still a bit too hot, put a layer of diffusion on here. So you could actually soften that down a little bit more, but you're always going to get that very hot reflective surface on them. The easiest thing to do is just dulling powder. Better still, if you can afford to actually put a stylist into the shoot, 100 quid, 120 quid for a stylist for a day, if you're doing a big shoot, is worth every single penny, because you're going to save yourself so much kind of time in the The Repro. Remember, this is a 300 quid television, so the contrast is high. It's not designed to be. We use the ISO monitors in the office and studio. So let's just do a few more. I'll stay on the 50mm lens. Turn the head back to me, in fact, Emma. Lower the chin more, darling. More. That gives me bigger eyes. Turn the head this way a little bit more. That's lovely. Cheekier if you can. That's lovely. Turn the nose this way a little bit more, darling. That's lovely. Okay. So that's as close as I can go with a 50. So let's go back to say what I was doing, straight on to the medium zoom, but now I have to go to the 105. If I can't do it with, and the only reason I've opted here for the 105 is because the 85mm is behind the background. It's the only reason. So I need to get back probably, let's see first. Oh, I can do it there. That's lovely, okay. So this is the 105. Let me just focus on the eyes again. It's beautiful just there. Lower the chin, darling. Turn the head more. Lower the chin again. Turn the head more. Cheekier. It's cool just there. Can you almost hide the face or whatever it is? That's lovely. Let's keep it. Let's just grab a chair. I'll grab that chair because I know I won't pull everybody else over at that point. Remember, the average photograph is taken from 5'2" f8 medium zoom lens. So I'm on a medium zoom lens. I just shot at 5'2". Well, I'm 6 foot dead, so I'm about 5'8". I'm very close, but even though I've got an amazing model, I've set everything up in an amazing way. In fact, I'm almost close still to creating an average image. But what I've done is moved away from an average light quality. So straight away, we kind of changed that. But let's change the height. Okay, straight at me again, darling. That's lovely. Relax. So because I've hired now, her eyes will get bigger for me because she has to look up. The head position hasn't changed, but we know with a woman, as we drop the chin and she looks up, basically the eyes are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, so that's what we want to kind of create. Same thing again, darling. That's lovely, it's there. Shoot across. Turn the head this way a little bit more. Eyes at me more. That's lovely. Turn the head this way more. One more shot. Turn those that way. That's lovely. Let me just shoot with just the one light. This is just this light going to go off now. Let's keep it cheekier. Excellent. Love that. Good girl. Let's shoot a black and white as well. Do you see how those fast are going through Capture One, though? Do you remember how long it used to take me with Lightroom? Let me just choose black and white for one. Okay, again, darling. Raise your chin a touch. It's lovely. Raise your chin more. Turn the head that way. Even though it feels like I'm shooting fast, if you think I'm changing her just a little bit or I'm changing camera position that a little bit more with it. Last shot, darling. Turn the head more. Eyes at me. Lower the chin more. Big eyes. Stay there. I'm just going to light you from behind. So let's give a little bit of pop. I'll take the reflector dish off. So we're going to fire that as well. If you stay close a minute, you're going to put that background. Oh no, I can do it from camera. Let's do the same shot then. So remember, as we are now the light is going to come through. When I switch it on, donut. Let's do it. Right, can you see where the light is? It's in the wrong place, isn't it? Yeah. Remember where we're saying it needs to actually go behind her. Can you just push it around? I can just see it through the feathers, in fact. That's it, bud. So let's do the same shot a minute. That's lovely. Now let's push it up in power. So we're going to go group 4, which is that background light. I'm going to push it up in power by 2 stops. Every time I press the plus button, when it's on set on group 4, for that backlight, it's going up and up and up. Okay, so another stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means I should get some feedback coming through now. And again, darling, that's lovely. Let me just check it. It's around if I actually shoot with showing the feather edge, you'll see that there is light coming around the edging, just a little bit, yeah? But it's obviously not enough going through the feather. Let's go back to group 4 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I put it up another 2 stops again. Back into all. Same again, darling. Keep it. Relax. Thank you, Emma. Round of applause for Emma, please. Okay, thanks, guys. So what we've just done there is that just discussion about hard light, and don't be afraid of it. But understand, they've come late now, so they don't know the secrets, isn't it, yeah? But it's knowing how to, and going back to your question, in black and white you don't see it as much, and we haven't dulled anymore, but in color you would on that face. Knowing how to soften the hard light so you can still use this very, very sharp element without kind of killing everything. So if you haven't got the likes of the, the Maxi-lite reflector dish, you could go for a snoot. You could go for a deflector dish like we have here, but with a honeycomb on the front. Or you could go, if you've got some budget, going to the likes of the Maxi-lite spot here, the mini spot. This allows you to give a very, very sharp image. So if I wanted to have an overall sharp like we have here now, but I want to actually have the old-fashioned Hollywood kicker light going into the face, I could put a light in towards here, power it 1/3 of a stop more, and it would be even more amazing. Okay, but you'll have to wait for that. I think there's actually some Hollywood films that we've done on the Academy anyway.